Good morning and welcome back. Today I'm gonna try to work on this forge a little bit. I still need to build a door and put it all back together. I've got the burner assembly. I've got this. It's been drying long enough in the burner, in the forge itself. That has been satinated and just dried. I put a heat lamp in there, but it's still not cured. So, you know, as things go, I could probably chip it off and reuse it. But as soon as I put flame to it, it won't. As soon as it gets fired, it's like porcelain. It won't ever come back. So, oh Lordy. Now this right here is Teflon tape. This is yellow, in case you're wondering here. The tape is yellow. It don't stretch like the white. It don't do as good like the white. It's about twice as thick. This is for gas. This is for LP. And you don't put anything on flares. Not at all. Nothing. Now on the brass itself, brass to brass, you still need to put a little something like that, but not on the flare. Yeah. And not on the compression either. But, you know, I don't do compression, don't do it on gas, and you don't do it on air, because it will pop. I mean, if you're using that, nowadays they got it that will work for air, but it's special, and it's metal pipes, or air lines instead of plastic. Now, so since I got that done, I put it back on this right here. This one goes right directly into the burner. This one goes into the air supply, which I did put yellow on it. I didn't need to, but I had the yellow in my hand, so I did. And like I said, this doesn't get anything. And if you can see down in there, I don't know if you can or not. There we go. There is a half-inch pipe stub, if you want to call it that. I believe that's what it's technically called. It's copper, and they use it for stub outs in the house, on sinks, bathroom sinks, kitchen sinks, anywhere they got water, and they're going to put up sheetrock over top of it, or wood, or whatever over it. They stub it out. That way they don't have to sweat an end cap on and pressurize the system, you know, and then have to go back. And once they sweat this in, that in, well, it sticks out and it's rounded on the ends. So it looks like a test tube, a copper test tube. And what I did with it is I drilled a little bitty teeny tiny hole in there. Probably, I don't know, a 1/16, 1.6, probably a 1.6 or 1.8 millimeter hole in it. And in the end, that's my nozzle to put the gas through it. And the air supply comes from a bouncy house blower, which is it's not technically for bouncy houses, but it's 125 CFM run through an 1.5-inch pipe. So yeah, it moves some air. So, which 125 CFMs is relatively not that much air, especially since it's not under pressure. Now under pressure, yes, that'd be something, but it's just moving air. It's moving it fast. So there's a large amount of air going through. And my heating and air conditioning system, you know, since I've done that for a long time, 125 CFMs, that's cubic feet per minute, we would normally run about a 6-inch run on it. And it would be just a little bit, normally 6 inches is 100. But you could get away up to 125 with it. Anything over that, you need to go with a 7-inch run. you know, and be any number of sizes of grills that you put in the floor or ceiling, whatever, like that. But that's usually what it takes, because in HVAC, for those that don't know HVAC work, if you move air too fast, you will cool it down or you will heat it up. Depends on what it is. If it's heat, if you're in heat cycle and you move air too fast, it'll cool it. And if you're in the cooling cycle, you move it too fast and it'll start warming up. Just the friction from the inside of the pipe and everything else like that, and the swirling where it goes around the edges will absolutely just, it will heat it up. Not much, but it will. So you lose efficiency that way. So it's need to properly size the amount of air going into the room and at which speed it enters the room. Now, you can put it in there too slow and it takes forever to either heat up or cool down. Even, you know, so there's a fine line with that on the heat and air. On a propane forge, same way. You can regulate the air and the gas, and you can adjust it up and down, one with the other. But if the power goes out, which it does here a lot, I have to get to it pretty quick. That's the reason I've got the big handle up there and a little one right there. I can reach and grab one of them and shut it down real quick. So that's my safety feature, that and the fire extinguisher. That's the only unitasker in here. And well, unless a bar comes through, then I can grab it and hose him down with it, and it becomes dual purpose. So let's me quit rambling and start putting this back together. Like I said, I won't be able to run it well. I could technically light it today, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to heat it up and let it go down because I don't have a door. So, but anyway, I got to get it going, and today makes the end of 5 weeks with COVID, and I still got it. I'm telling you, the only test I ever seen that had 2 lines show quicker was a pregnancy test. I'm telling you, I get a blue and a pink. I mean, just boom, put it in there, minute and a half later, boom, there it is, pink and blue. And they're not faint lines either. I can't shake this stuff. I don't know what they put into it, but this Wuhan flu, they can have back. Oh, Lordy. Anyway, let's go to the vise, and I'll start putting things back together so I don't break my blower. I mean my burner. So let's get on it. Okay. I've got the pipe clamped up right here. I got the burner right there. Until it's dry now, so I don't have to worry about it exploding. It's been 6 weeks or so since I've done anything with it, so now. Okay. Alright, Bob, there it is. Not slick enough. There go just a little bit more. So, I think. Let's try that. Alright, because I can always bring it back. Okay, let's go give this a try. Yep, I can already tell it needs That it does. I learned to trust it a little bit better there. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, hopefully that'll do it. Yep, now, yeah, let's see if I can get you in here a little bit better. There. Don't know if I can, but I could try. Now, I have to file this back here. It's a little, yeah, I could tell that there's a little bit of residual sticking in there, so I've got a big file right here. Now, I'm going to have to add just a little bit back. Looks like so. I've trimmed it off a little too much. So let me get this mix back up here and everything. And it will be, well, I'll test it first before I do anything else like that. You know, I might not even have to. It may be so high that it won't matter. So, okay, let's see if I can get it to fall in there this time. Bingo. That's in there. Prego. That's in there good. Yep. And I'm good on the, I don't have to do any re-stuff there. So, I'll just have to clean things out. There. Yeah. Seeing that Satan on here in this file, back to powder. Add water to it, it's right back ready to use again. Now, since that's there and everything, and I may have to do a little tugging and tweaking right here to get everything back. I don't know. May have to take my little thing off down there and do with what I can with it and move it. I'm within a half inch of where it's supposed to be anyway. So let me get everything moved there, and yeah, that's all above wound around there. So now let me get you out of here and I'll come back when I get it all hooked up. Okay, I've got this the air in, and it feels real good. Like I said, I don't have a door on it, and I don't have the gas hooked up yet. So the gas is the next thing. So let's see what I can do here. What is that? It's 9/16, it's 5/8. 5/8 and 3/4. And that's right here. So anyway, like I said, you don't ever put any kind of tape on this, or sealer, Teflon pipe dope, or any kind of pipe dope for that matter, on it right there. Now, I think I loosened this one up just a little bit while I was doing. Just a touch, not much. Okay, and yes, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm right here, and yet, if you could see right here, let me see if I can zoom this in right there. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, right here, in between the valve body, which is here with the wrench hanging on it. This is the needle valve control right here. In that gap right there is the yellow tape. So, but that's as far as it goes. This joint doesn't get it. And this joint over here on the blower, I mean on the, where am I at now? Let's see, widen out. And where I can show this joint right here does not get it either on this flyer, but this joint right here does. And the fitting is inside of this coupling, right, or this coupling has got that fitting, the male part of the fitting in there, so it didn't need anything. But there's the yellow tape there, yellow tape there, yellow tape there. And in front of the T, and in the 90, and you've seen 90 and everything going into that. Highly recommended that unless you can wind these threads in all the way, I suggest you put some of that tape on there. Now, it would be a Herculean task to do that. Them pipe threads is cut on a taper, and so is these fittings. So they only go so far, but you're welcome to try to bottom them out if you can. Okay. Now, that ain't what I want. I don't want the valve hanging down, so. Okay. Now, right there. Hold it right there. Right there. Okay. Now, same procedure. I'm going to set you over here, but it's the same procedure every time. Come on, let me back you out. There we go. Now, I've got Kailwool bricks right here that I'm going to use for the door. So I got to make it. I just hadn't done it. Like I said, this is the 5th week with COVID, so I'm not hitting on both cylinders. So Anyway, like I said, once it gets fired, it's concrete, so don't do anything with it. Now's the time. Alright, let's get my caulking gun, and I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna caulk the body here where it reaches before I clamp it down and everything. It's quite a bit to do before I fire it up. So, but anyway, that's next. So let me get this caulked and I'll come right back. Okay. I have got the burner caulked around. I put the hold downs back on it, and put the hold down on the pipe in there, the air supply. So anyway, it's time to, I guess, kick this pig and see what we can do with it. So first on's the air. No door, so you know it's going to be dragon's breath and everything else. So all right, check the needle valve right there. Okay, he's closed. Main valve up here, right here, is also closed. I'll turn it on. Running with it is on. Running 90 degrees to it is off, or it is on this one. Some of the big water tanks, the storage tanks for oil or whatever the heck that is that people use for water tanks, are opposite. Don't ask me, but they are, and I know that because we use one in Colorado for water. Okay, got my MAP gas slider. MAP gas is just what I happen to have, so turn this on. Let me a flame. Yeah, put it right over here. Start turning this. There we go. Low. It up good and let it come back. Turn a little more to it. Well, that's just with the needle valve. I can put more pressure to it and make it even more. Boy, it's a pretty blue flame up there. Really nice flame. Yep, plenty of dragon's breath. You can see it, but it's not making it out here. But the heat's definitely coming. Now, the door will have an angle iron frame that I'm going to set back in the hole right there. And so the door can slide up and down on it a little easier. And it won't burn, hopefully it'll stop it from burning the lips and sides of it off and making that opening, making that end piece worthless. So, alright. Nothing popping, nothing cracking, nothing shooting. That means it was dry. Okay, needle valve off, main gas off, first on, last off is the air. Because if there's any flame in these pipes or back into that burner or anything else, you'll be able to blow it out. Now, that right there is pretty good. So I got to get on the door. I'm still only do an hour, a couple hours a day, but at least I'm doing every day a little something. I keep sitting in the house all the time. This is Saturday. It's not raining or anything, so I had a roof leak. Couldn't find nobody that would do it right handy real quick, you know, so I had to climb up on the roof. I had never been so afraid of a ladder in all my life as I was yesterday. Lord have mercy. It's just being weak, and where I hurt my knee and my ankle last year, it still bothers me on climbing. Once I got up there, I was fine. It's just up and down that wasn't fine. So, but anyway, I got it. Good to know that I can still do it if I have to, which I had to. So anyway, I'm going to end this as a part 2, as a finish up of part 2 on the ribbon burner. So the next one will be when I make and install a door. So till next time, God bless.